This is a situation with logistics now. We are beyond the point of logistics being a hot sector. This was the headline for last year's panel, for the year before's panel. There has been enough movement and transition within this sector now that I think the question is what comes next. But just to quickly roll back the clock and illustrate this, e-commerce has been one of the major reasons why. E-commerce only constitutes about 8 to 9% of purchasing throughout Europe. This number is expected to double. All of this results in additional demand for warehouse space. There has been a very significant amount of large platform transactions last year that has underscored the interest of institutional investors in this space as well. We don't need to go through all of them, but just to illustrate a few of them, the government of Singapore acquired P3, which Ian can speak about later, a leading European real estate platform focused all throughout. CIC, the government of China, acquired the Logicor platform, north of 12 billion euros, so one of the largest, if not the largest, European real estate transaction ever. Fraser Centrepoint acquired Geneva and followed that up with a significant amount of follow-on acquisitions to accumulate about 2 billion of assets in Europe. The Gramercy platform was exited as well to AXA for north of €1 billion. And last but not least, GLP acquired the Gaisley platform as well for north of €2 billion. So all of these transactions happened last year and really put to rest any question about whether logistics was here or not. I think the consequences of this is the fun bit. This is what we can talk about today because it's led to a couple of things and themes that we can speak about later, but specifically pricing is now above replacement cost, which has led to development in the market, good development, new projects, but it's very different from how it was in 2007. There is a lot of tenant demand this time. If you talk to a lot of the big investor managers, they'll happily explain to you that 80% of their spec projects are leased before completion. Show me another sector where this is anything close to the case. So the sector remains, yes, supply is increasing a bit, but guess what? Demand is increasing substantially too. And when you consider that Europe continues to have only about 1/3 of the logistics space per capita as North America, the question is, okay, what comes next? For sure, it can't continue forever, but we can think a little bit about what does come next. So this is where we are now. The sector is strong, it's healthy, but I think we have all gotten to a place where we've plateaued a bit. We know it's a real legitimate sector now, but really the question is what does the next 5 years bring? And just to discuss a couple of topics on this, no one really does know for sure, but I think from my standpoint, this is the most interesting time to be in this sector because here in this room, I think we're looking more at technology than any other sector that I can see in real estate. So specifically, we've got driverless cars, we've got Internet of Things / blockchain, which you can think of as a collective group in a sense, automation and robotics, and 3D printing. Any one of these 4 technologies has itself individually the potential to overhaul the entire supply chain as we know it. Collectively, all 4 of them, the impact on logistics real estate will be profound. So I think part of the question is why are we not scared? Why does this not present a huge problem for us? Because I think the answer to that is that these technologies are really just the tip of the iceberg for everything else that's coming. The changes in technology throughout not just logistics real estate, but all real estate are going to be so profound that at least we have the opportunity in this sector to be on the driver's seat of it. Whatever changes these technologies are going to bring, putting good warehouses in good locations that consumers need to get goods from is probably a good place to ride out the storm, or if you're going to invest in real assets, a good place to start from. So this is why I think this is really the most interesting time to be in this sector, and a lot of the reason why there's a lot of confusion around what's going to come next, but this is really the driver's seat, or at least the passenger seat, perhaps, and we can get a better view for it from it.